Alright, so when we look at 5.8, 5.8 is going to take some of those things we've looked at in 5.7, and it's going to also look for unique words, but it's going to create something else. It's going to create a frequency chart of those. So, in here we're calling it concordance.py. Here they have a list of words, and we can certainly change that. So, first thing, of course, we're going to have to do is we're going to have to get that file into our program. So, and of course, what you really could do is if you had both of those files open, you could grab that. Because we've used that module often enough that that should seem fairly common. So we're also going to do the very similar thing that we did. So open file. So input file. In name. And we're going to do that as a read only. And we're going to use that unique words again, but this time, because what might be really handy is instead of just a list of them, I'm going to create it as that dictionary item again, so that I can have the word and I can have something else associated with that. In this case, how many times we see that word in our file. So, same structure we did before for line in input file. In fact, I'm going to do the same thing. So words equals line.split. So that gets me my individual words. And then I'm also then going to use a for loop, just like we did before, for word in words. So I'm searching for each individual word in there. Here's where it changes just a little bit. So here, we're also going to use something else like a frequency so now we're going to use a get, and we're going to grab the word, and then none. Because the first time we go through here, we don't know what it is. So, oops, come back to that. So then we can use an if statement to start to look at this. So frequency is equal to none. Then the first time we find it, it's going to be equal to 1. So unique words equals 1. Otherwise, so our else statement, we're going to do the same thing. I'm just going to copy it so I don't have to type unique again, because that could go disastrously wrong several times. Unique words equals frequency plus 1. So every time it goes through, it adds another piece to that. So that kind of gets us our unique words. So we may need to look at a couple of other ways to do this. So can I print out all of those words? Sure. So I could do a print, and I could print out unique words. And we can see what happens when we do that. Alright, so here's our example text. Well, let's run this and see how badly I screwed up while I'm typing here. Line what? Oh, I got through the first line. So we're going to use example.txt. So in this case, it did actually give me those. So I happens 3 times, am equals 3, and Sam equals 3. I equals Sam, 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 am. So I could take something else. So if I still had my text open, do I have my text open? Probably not. We could add in a whole bunch of other words in there and see what happens if we start adding them. So let's just look text to copy. Sure, whatever. What we're really just doing is getting a paragraph of text. So copy, then I'm going to go back into Cengage, and I'm going to push that in there. So now we have a lot of words in there. Let's see what happens. Invalid character. Somewhere in there I pasted an invalid character. Oh, it didn't like that. So always a danger of pasting out of like a website. So let me do this. See if I can convert it to just basic text. So usually what that's saying is that there is then junk associated with something, some kind of formatting character. That still isn't like it. Line 9. Doesn't like something in there. So do this. Delete that. I just wanted a little bigger sample. Let's see if it works now. Invalid syntax, line 1. Alright, well, it doesn't like the way that I just put material in there, so let's do it that way to cheat really quickly. I just thought I would alter that text. Oh, now I made it really mad. Alright, quit yelling at me. I must have put something in there it does not like when I did that copy paste. So, a couple of pieces we need to do in here, very similar, so we need to sort those. Because right now, I'm only printing that list of words. I'm not sorting it in any way. So it would be handy if we did a sort on that so that you could put them in order. And I would probably do a for loop to then print them out really, really nicely.